Welcome back to our Kenner Park Jurassic difficulty sandbox. We are getting our single baryonyx out here to start feeding at dinosaurs for the T-Rex research prerequisite. We're doing solid Hosco plus Pelophylax for kind of a green and black skin to kind of represent the main JP Series 2 toy line figure. We also have skins for the Lost World variant, which is different paint job and even a different sculpt. Since that's a unique paint job that's not from the films, we're also going to include that one like we do with the Pachycephalosaurs. We're also doing a skin for the hatchling, which is this different blue color that sets it apart a bit from the proper baryonyx itself. But we definitely want to get the green and black one as the main baryonyx. So we're going to try and breed that as the alpha. 50% humble, 50% social. We put 1 pip into quench to get rid of the negative penalty there. Just get that to 0. And so we'll breed this guy. And we'll see if we get an alpha from this or not. Now we get 2 chances at the alpha, really, without, wasting money. Because if this first one doesn't get us good alpha, that's fine. Because we just want to release 1 baryonyx here, just to make sure that it's always that 1 baryonyx that is killing whatever we have it fight with to get that fighting research done, or fighting research prerequisite complete. So if this ends up not being a good alpha in these 5 different eggs, we'll just do this again, and hopefully the second batch of the same color palette gets us the alpha we want. And we'll do 2 other batches of the orange berries and the blue berries to go with these green one, and we'll build the pack up that way. Income per minute, 1.5. Yeah, we did put in some other amenities at the tail end of last episode. I don't think I ever mentioned that in the video, but they're right here. They were needed when the cats came in, and then that problem was only rendered worse with the introduction of the Pteranodons. So we definitely do need them. It looks like we'll have 30 seconds for these berries. We should figure out where we're going to put it in. Maybe up here? So the beach is going to be where the baryonyx goes for the actual enclosure. But that's going to be one of the last enclosures we build, kind of. So I probably don't want to put that in now, because we kind of want to keep following this path out here. And then we're going to build up into here for the Rex, was the original thought. We could build into here for the Rex. I could build back here. Let's do that. Let's build back here. Ooh. That's off the grid. Why don't we do concrete fences? Because then they don't need to be powered. Yeah, we'll do that. And then this lake might even be big enough for a berry. Presumably we'll need the fish feeder. I guess so. We need to find something that baryonyx hates, right? To make sure they fight. Fights and hunts. Wait, does baryonyx not actually fight stegosaurs? If I believe what I'm seeing, some stegosaurs. If I believe what I'm seeing on the database, you could cohabitate a baryonyx with a Chasmosaurus or a Kentrosaurus, and that's fine. Some ceratopsians and stegosaurs are ignored by it and ignore it. I'm super tempted to test that out in a park build at some point. That's strange. Doesn't eat Crichtonsaurus or Minmi? We should do that. We should do an experimental park build. You know what? My plan for one of the upcoming parks, probably the one after this, is to test out the Biosyn building set. We can do... How about we do a big old science run, where we use the Biosyn building set and we just do a lot of really weird enclosure science. Like, what carnivores can we actually live with herbivores? And we play around with stuff like that. Maybe we do a few other wacky things in the name of science. That could be fun. Mad Scientist Park. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. That'll be pretty cool. So, anyway, back to what to make this fight. It'll fight Torosaurus, Triceratops, Wuro, Stego. It'll fight Herrera? Interesting. I wonder if if that's like a good thing to feed it. Herrerasaurs. We don't have Herrera. It'll fight Dimetrodon? Now, if we give it something it actively dislikes, though, that also might make it try to break out. Which might be okay. What's the security rating? Security rating, is that on... It's got to be on the DB. Just need to find it here. 4. Concrete fences are 5, actually, so that's fine. Well, it still might hurt itself, but... So, Torosaurus, Triceratops, or Wurosaurus. We might have some Torosaurus. Let's go find out. Let's we should be letting this run for that research and those fossils to get done. No. Yes. 28% Torosaurus. How do you feel about Polacanthus? You don't give a fuck about Polacanthus. You'll just peacefully live together. Allegedly. It's just weird to me that it'll, like, live with Polacanthus, but, like, and some of these other Ceratops and Stegosaurs, but it'll fight, like, Torosaurus. Pseudoceratops it'll fight, Sinoceratops it'll fight. I guess it looks like it fights everything except for, like, Casmo and Styrac. I wonder if they're the smaller ones. They might be. They might be the right size range. Alright, well, what do we get here? Humble, long live, fit. Social, humble. Fit. That's our alpha. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to hatch that single egg when we get the welfare back. Just going to take a little bit. And when this Lance or Lorinha formation dig is done, we'll go dig up some Torosaurus. We only need to get Torosaurus to 50% just to feed them to the Baryonyx, basically. Get those fights done. Unless, of course... Yeah, we'll do that. If the Taurosauruses injure themselves, it doesn't matter, so... I think we don't care if the Torosaurus are upset. As long as the Baryonyx isn't injuring itself, we're good. For welfare, I probably actually want to use... I think we send this guy out on fossil duty. Then Torosaurus. So there's a bunch there, probably. A bunch there. Yeah, and unfortunately these are not at locations that have anything else useful. We'll go here. Okay, fences are done in 20 seconds, but the Baryonyx isn't even being synthed yet, so that's fine. Can we do it now? Actually, 4 and 2? Yeah, do it with them. Because the other guy can go do a batch of Pteranodons. Social and weak. So this one we can't release. So this is a single Pteranodon. Let's do this batch. Weak, weak, humble. Okay, there we get that. Fossil extraction complete. I don't think we had enough to do a second run. No. So then we're waiting on the dig. Oh, did we finish fences? Yes. Oh boy. It's really unfortunate these aren't labeled in any way. I guess you could see the outline. Yeah, I don't even know what fences we used in the build. Huh. I feel like we didn't have all these in view before. Well, anyway, this is, you know, the era-appropriate fence. Basically. Not really, because JP3 is not, you know, in the Kenner era, but it's still, you know, the Spielberg era in a sense, so we'll do that. We'll expand that if need be. Shelter. Immediately damaging the aviary. Don't you do it, Pteranodon. There you go. Yeah, they're usually not very good at finding those gaps. Oh, nice quick one. Okay. I don't want you to do this. I don't know how we grabbed the group from down here on accident. But we did. Here we go. 3 and 4. Okay, incubation done. Fences are... they'll be done by the time the berry makes it over there. Release by airlift 1 baryonyx. Two more pteranodons. Then 1 egg here. Fossils are back in during the storm too. Okay, 47%. That seems fine then. I was gonna say maybe we have to do the styrac, but looks like we're fine. Finally get that last raptor process that's been in there like forever. Okay. Do we finish Stego? No. There we go.
Asset has been collected.
The race is on. I guess this fence must build slower, which kind of makes sense. It's a cool fence. The JP3 security fence or whatever. Pteranodon with an ailment. Why is that? Bad feeder. Of course it's a bad feeder. Always with a bad feeder. Did we upgrade these buildings? Scanners, and this one we never got upgrades for. Right.
Okay, this is amazing. A baryonyx. These animals have very...
Yeah, so I guess we'll give him this fish. You should still fight. And you need forest and rock.
large claws on their first digit. This
All right,
dinosaur
well, there's our
also
baryonyx.
likes water, so take a moment.
It's our attempt at the Kenner baryonyx, which I think is okay. Green body should be like more of a saturated, like slightly bluer green maybe, but I mean definitely should be more of a bluer green. But this is still a distinctive green. The underbelly color is pretty good. Should have some red on the face, which we can't do, and then the back is dark, so that's about correct. A very dark green kind of, bordering on black. Should maybe be even darker than this.
Consider its needs when planning out a suitable habitat for it. The baryonyx was originally thought
Which I
to be
guess
a
this is just kind of
now, with live animals
one
to
of the
study,
Camp Cretaceous
we can find
baryonyx,
out for
basically.
sure.
We need to research E. coli. Fine. Oops. Okay, and the toros are ready to hatch. Synthesis bait, batch size 124. Don't need any other genetics on these. We need 3. We could just do 2 batches. Yeah, who cares? Let's just do 2 batches. So 76% health. Where's the E. coli? I'm at 13%. Toro batch 1 is done. 3 eggs. Might just discard the second batch then. We can hold them here until we see if we need them or not. So there's that medicine done. Oops, we're grabbing the wrong vet, and it sends me all the way back to that section of the park. Because I hit T again. And then you gotta sit here and try to click on this asshole. There we go. Okay. Great, there's the E. coli. So, Taurosauruses are coming, fossils are coming, Pteranodons are hatching. That's the last set of Pteranodons, or the last individual Pteranodon. But then we're working on Stego. We should start working on the enclosure. But I want to get these guys out first. And then I'll work on it while the recording's paused. So release via airlift some Toros.
Asset to be collected. Picking up asset.
Bunch of Allosaurus, no Stegosaurus to be seen. Ooh, okay, let's clear out some space here, I guess. Presumably, we're gonna have to go back there. Wait, where did I... Maybe I clicked on the wrong dig site. Because none of these are all yellow. They should be white. So it looks like it should, one of these is completed that we did, which was actually only Allosaurus. I'm confused. Watch that back. See if there actually was Stegosaurus supposed to be in that dig site. Maybe there's a dig site that says it has Stego and just doesn't. That's technically possible. They could do that. Say there's one Stego fossil in there, but there's actually none. I'm curious if that's what happened. Unless we already did it once and it was white when I went on the second dig. Maybe that's what it was. We went on it when it was white and we had already found the Stego. There's just some aloe remaining to dig up. But we never had any aloe from before, so I don't know. Seems weird. One last Pteranodon. I think that's enough for the flock. $11 Pteranodons. 11 Pteranodons and 1 Kets. Aviary still looks rather like unpopulated or lowly populated. Actually, in terms of the Ketz's needs, how are we doing?
Transporting asset.
We have, like, probably enough area for a second Ketz, but I don't think we're going to do it. And they are cohabited with those Pteranodons. Presumably they're cohabited too. Yeah, 15% from a single Ketz. I wonder if the cohabitation isn't just flat. If it scales slightly differently based on some dinosaurs. 50% feels like a lot for just a single Ketz. But I guess it's mostly the fact that it's a species. The individual members only add a little bit to the score. The species is what adds most of it.
Asset transported.
So 15 is actually probably right.
Here
Never
we
mind.
have the
I'm probably
Torosaurus,
completely
a
off base.
dinosaur that
Ground
has the
fiber.
largest skull of any known-
We'll get this thing some food so it doesn't starve. Presumably the baryonyx is still
land animal.
happy.
And people say I have a big head.
Cohabitation is very, very bad, as expected. Maybe that's it. It's not so much that the Torosaurus is and like the Chasmosaurus are all that different. It's just that for whatever reason the Torosaurus is set up to hate berry, which is the difference, whereas the Chasmo just isn't, because they do have slight differences. Oh, we should also make sure this thing actually wins. 79-28. 58-36. He should win. He might just get it killed. Well, we'll find out. He's going right into a fight. Or not. Just posturing at each other, I guess. Honestly, the Torosaurus is... I kind of didn't think about that. They are fairly large, so they might be tough. Well, whatever. Whatever. Next is getting those... well, next is getting this done, I guess. But getting those other enclosures in is going to be the big thing to do. So why don't we pause this recording and I'll work on the Stego and Trike / Anky enclosures. And that's all that's left, right? Stego, Trike, Anky for herbivores. 7 herbivores total. Yeah, 4 in this main pen. Okay. Alright, here's the rough plan for the next few stages. We're going to put in 2 pens here. Velociraptor and Triceratops Ankylosaurus. And then we'll put in a strip of buildings here. The Rex will eventually go in up here, I think. Possibly over here, but probably up top. And then down here on the beach, we'll have the Baryonyx enclosure here, and then Stegosaurus on the way in. And then we'll build here on the beach front. And that'll be it for the park, once all that's done. Okay, we got a fight going on. I guess we'll make sure we're ready to queue up the vet to take care of the berry. I don't feel like this is so guaranteed, so... Good. Come on, Baryonyx. Beat that Torosaurus to death. Kill him. Kill him. Do it! Kill him! Do it! No. 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 Okay. Well, at least the Baryonyx didn't die. He did pretty good. 68 to 46. Actually, that's not that good, is it? We could try and give him something a little less dangerous to fight. I mean, we could just give him something to hunt. See if that counts. Do you want to eat? Do you want to eat some Gallimimus? Yes. Okay. Let's give him a pack of galleys. Try that. Now, I suppose we could work on the tour. Get that put in, and then get the other stuff put in. So, what is closest? We're doing Stego. Baryonyx is ready to go, though. We finished Corythosaurus. That's funny. It's not going in the park. Stego's 80%. Yeah, I guess so. Stego, Baryonyx. That's the beach. So let's get the beach section done. So, if we're putting in stuff over by here, we need the entryway into the pen sorted out. So I guess we'll flatten to this general level. Oh, look at the cars going flying there. That's funny. Whee! Yeah, so we'll flatten all this over to here. Flatten this over to here. Just so that we can kind of... Oh, no, that's not where the car goes in. Car goes in down here. Just kidding. Yeah, flattening all this out is pointless because the transition point is actually not up here. Because the cars have to go down the hill. Well, that was at least worth the funniness of the cars. Yeah, so... This is all just a slope. Presumably no power because the fence piece started building? No, that looks like we're actually out of power. Okay. Well, then I guess we flatten to an arbitrary selection here. Like this. Which is a bit gross. But looks less bad when we smooth it, at least. So we send the tour in there. The return path can just come up from down here somewhere. That's probably fine. Is it? Yeah, it's probably fine. This whole thing is just a slope, which is kind of shit. We'll have the return path come through here. Somewhere. That should be fine. Also got to put some water in there for him, but we'll deal with that in a moment too. And we'll have to flatten out some area down here for amenities. Oh, we're going to put in a tour station though. So the tour station actually goes in down here. So we don't actually do that. Never mind. Flatten to this level. This is good. Because this is actually the level this terrain's already partially on. So then, yeah, this comes in down here somewhere. And then this all gets flattened out because this is where we build our buildings. So we definitely want to do all that. I think we'll just push that back to, yeah, about into there somewhere so that it can be just re-smoothed out, and that whole flat section kind of just disappears that way. And it's like we never made a mistake at all. It's like this is just perfectly regular slope. And we'll make sure we get some water in here in keeping with these other sections of lake. Like that, I guess, seems fine. Give me a tour. Jurassic. JP tour. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. You know what? Just like this. We just need to trim the water back a little bit. Push it over more. There. Sneaks past the lake that way. This way can come up. I think we'll do this. I think we'll send it out. And then it just comes up the hill outside the pen. Well, not that far. That's a little excessive. Just to get it, kind of... What is this guideline? Just to get it kind of out of the way there. Whoa, calm down. Yeah, that comes in there. Basically just swing this down to here, then double over here somewhere, then keep going down the hill. Then swing over and link back up into there. I guess we skew this viewing gallery tightly this way so that we can catch the corner of this stego area. Oh, look at that. You could see the outline. Is that new or is that a glitch? Because you never used to be able to see the outline for an unbuilt viewing thing. Is that a glitch because of the rain? Or is that an intended feature? Like, is that a shader glitch? I hope that's intended, because that's a really good quality of life thing to do. I'll get one of you in here. And another gallery. You can see the other one there now, too. Another gallery down here, I think. A little bit this way. Main thoroughfare, sure. We'll have to run power down here, of course. Although, actually, all of this can be powered on the fence for now. Which is fine. We can at least get the dinosaurs in that way before we have to do anything else with it. Okay. These things are done. 10 eggs. I'm just gonna take all 10, whatever. That's completely unnecessary. Actually unnecessary. I guess it's more stuff for him to fight. Maybe we don't get the panicked ones, I guess, because they'll run more. Take these 4? I don't know, sure. Not sure what the right play here actually is. We'll just try 4 galleys. I suppose we could also look at their social and decide that way. This is looking like it might be all... Nope, not quite all. This 97% on stego. Well, there's no point in processing it, so we can just put this amber in here to make the most use we have of the space. So somewhere there's still stego. So this is white. So there's got to be one stego fossil here. Because there's nothing else there. Okay. I'm going to synth baryonyx, I think. Because we got the area in now, so we might as well actually do these. I might pull the one... Oh, you know what? Did that count as a fight one when the dinosaur left? Fight record 1. Yeah, so it chased away the Chasmo. So that worked. That did count. Now that frickin' feeder is tainted. What just finished? Baryonyx. So aggressive, don't like it, don't like it, don't like it. Social humble fit. That is an equivalent alpha. So I think I'm happy to have 3 green berries. So we'll take these 2. These will be released into the main enclosure. The other one can join them at any other point in time. We can synthesize another batch of baryonyx. We will do 2 blue ones. So the blue pattern based on the hatchling is Mangrove Papu or Amazon Pulka? Amazon Pulka. Yeah, Amazon Blue. Pulkarana. Oh, and these don't need to be humble anymore. So why don't we push, I don't know, resilience? Actually, resilience might be good because of the feeders, which are always kind of assholes. 100% resilient. Save and exit. The fish feeders do have a tendency to get tainted more than not. So we'll do that. I think we can discard these Taurosaurs. There's no reason to discard them yet. Not until the Baryonyx project is done. Power. Power, power, power. That was the thing we needed to deal with. 60. 90. So in the short term, we can just do this. 90. 90. Okay, never mind. All those fences are taking up a lot of power. Where do we want to put in more power? I suppose... Well, actually, this is kind of a good spot for it, because there's nothing else here. This is probably main thoroughfare. Nope. Wide path? I guess because it's just backlot stuff. That'll work. Okay, okay. Galleys are good to go. We'll throw these in here too. Baryonyx. Round 2. Resilient. Resilient fit. 2 is what I want, so that's fine. You get rested. Okay, I'd like to finish our little Baryonyx science project today if we can, but might not get done.
Transit has commenced.
I guess the other thing we can do is we can get our... there's a storm coming. We can get our power put in. So let's do that. Large substation. What is this placement? It like stretches, yeah, if I have to go all the way down here to stretch it out enough to fit it in there. That's really weird. Put it there. Okay, storm warning. Again. Always with the storms. Let's get that popped open. Let's make sure we got a bunker down here in case people do start going down here. They don't get caught outside. I think for now, we'll just put it... Sure, it doesn't really matter. We'll just put it... Well, we'll put it down here. That way it's more out of the way from the powered area, I guess. Central, but slightly moved away. And then bathroom can go here. That's a good spot for it. We're going to need gates. Put one there, and I guess... Whoa, what the fuck? What was that? Why did that just suddenly, like... turn into some weird camera panning thing? That was really weird. Actually, let's put it down here, because no, put it here. We'll put it in this gap. That's fine. This fence isn't what I thought it would be. Wait! Where are the fences? Oh, it probably is the era. That is the JP era fence that they use. With the red. What is that? This one's more accurate. This is nothing. Huh. Okay. Is that... Because I'm on JP era now, and if I go to this, and then I go to fences... Yeah. Okay, so you can't toggle era on the fence menu itself, but you can toggle it on this menu, which actually does change which fences you get on this selection. Huh. Curious. Alright, well, there we go. We learned a thing.
Assets in the air.
This... Dude, wait, are they going all the way around there to do that? That's really bad. Let's, that explains part of the awful logistics of, like, getting back here. Let's just clear a path through the trees. There. Okay. Okay. We don't want to release baryonyxes during the storm. We're going to wait on those. I mean, we can anyway, because we got the other guys coming. Okay, 2 damaged buildings. 1, that's a gate that's damaged. We don't want to see that. 2 is actual damage to the fence. Or no, that's a gate. But... Oh, you're right here. Dinosaur threats where? Okay, these guys. Even though that's, like, mostly sectioned off from the people. We could actually, like, do that. Build fence, perimeter fence up this way. It would have to be built into, like, the border, which is hard to do sometimes. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. It is not important.
Asset transportation in progress.
That all looks good. Get these closed. What about this section of the park? Nothing. We'll put probably a new ranger station down there. We might not need a new one in this section because it's probably close enough to the other area, but the beachfront is pretty isolated. Excuse me. You're not my actual ranger team I want. Oh no, you are. You're the one I sent all the way up there, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't even want you to be down in the main section of the park. Okay. Cool.
Asset has been transported.
Next. Gallimimus moving in. There's some forest and ground leaf. Are you, though? Is this not ground leaf that we put in here?
Asset has been delivered.
No, apparently generally not. But that's fine. Okay, next. We got Baryonyx is ready to go. These ones were green. Let's get these 2 in. Put a fish feeder there. Put a fish feeder here. Ranger station could wait. I guess we'll... Yeah, let's put it in. Let's just... Get a ranger post there. We get a ranger post. I don't know. Here. And then a ranger station. Response facility, whatever. Power... Why don't you show me my power, dude? I need to know where that power is. Looks like it's basically all the way down. Maybe I'll just put it back here. Just kind of a little ways back from everything else. Wow, that's basically pixel perfect with that shelter. Look at that. Crazy. Yeah, we'll do that. You gonna fight anything? I feel like I gotta poke you with a stick. Try to get you to do something.
Asset in transit.
Actively uncomfortable. Because you need a billion ground leaf, apparently. You needy shits. Well, whatever. They're just galleys. Are you showing off?
Transportation underway.
Aw, yeah. Get him, Baryonyx. Get him. Kill him. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, that's probably 2 fights won. Yeah, 2 fights. Let's make sure he doesn't need to be scanned. I wish I could top him off, but whatever. And you are coming in now. The real Baryonyxes.
Asset transportation complete.
I think you're missing fish. And rock. And you want some forest. I'm gonna put in some forest in here. This looks like a good place for it. Kind of coming over into the waterways a little bit. And then they want rocks, so I think in my laziness, I'm just gonna paint rock around the waterfront. Because it looks fairly decent. Coming in off the water at a glance. And then we can toss some other, rocks in here. There is a randomize button, but I don't remember it, so I'm just going to arbitrarily rotate these a little bit here and there when I slap them in here. We get a nice Baryonyx beach, which I guess is canonically what we would consider this exhibit to be named. Should throw a rock or two in the water. It's always a good look. Rocky Baryonyx Beach.
Delivery complete.
42%. You appear to be the alpha, which is great. You guys gonna do a little social thing? No? You're just gonna stand there next to each other? Well, I think this one's run long enough. So the rest of our Baryonyx experiment's going to have to go next episode. So why don't we end this one here?